Hello, guys. Good evening, everyone. Just give me a second. I'm letting people access here. Give me just a second. I'm sorry, guys. So, people, hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this class. And my name is Carlos Solano, guys, your teacher. So let's begin right now, guys. Empecemos. Let's begin. So, guys, I want to know first, people help me with your camera, guys. Okay, so please activate your cameras. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's rock. So that's number one. Number two, guys. Friday. Today is Friday.
¿Qué pasó, mi amor?
I would like to know, how is your day going so well? How was your day? I'll start with Liliana. Tell us, how was your day today? What plans do you have for the weekend?
Well, good evening, guys. I had a hard and heavy day at the office because all Fridays for us are very hard. We have to close sales. And for my weekend, to be honest, all I want is rest. And my office is moving to another place.
So,
Next month is the movement.
so they are moving to a different building. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see. Lady, what plans do you have for this weekend?
only rest. Really, all I want. All it has one rest.
Okay, you only want to rest. Of course, I want to do the same as well. Good, excellent. Thank you so much. Mike, how about your day? How was your day?
Hi everyone. Honestly, it was a busy day. I'm with a new class, with a new training class for LOB sales.
Are you the
I'm,
trainer now?
uh, it's like 50-50. I'm receiving the training and I'm doing the recap because when the trainer is not available, I need to cover some topics and move on. Uh, Basically, the trainer is my boss, but my boss has a lot of things to do, and he tell me, "All right, man, I'm gonna cover these topics. Please help me with the following." And besides that, before 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., I need to send the report every single day. It's a long history, but it was a busy day. I don't have a plan for weekend. Just I want to go to sleep and tomorrow wake up around 10 a.m. or 11 p.m. I don't know. And that's it. Just stay at home, clean my home, wash my clothes. That's it, bro.
You,
And
you,
watch.
you will do exercise tomorrow.
No, I don't like to do exercise.
I'm
I
sorry,
hate it,
you
bro.
didn't say workout?
I know. I said that I would like to wake up around.
I'm
Wake
sorry, I'm
up.
sorry. I heard workout. So
Yeah,
it's like,
no. I'm
oh
not good
man,
with
an
the
active
exercise.
person.
No. Oh man, no, I don't like it. I hate it, bro. It's like, oh my God, it's gonna kill me if I go to the gym. I don't like that, bro. It's no. I cannot do it.
You cannot
And I
do it.
have never tried. What about you? Do you like to do
I
exercise?
used to. Now, come on, my friend. So I don't have, well, people say that don't have time. Probably I haven't organized my time well. That's better to say it. But yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to. I would like to because yeah, in the past I was slim. I was a thin
Ah.
person. Like one day I'm going to show you a picture, guys.
Go ahead and do it right now. Share
I
with
need
us.
to look
Who
for
were
it.
you before?
So, but you'll see, I was like a no. Actually, I was a
Like your brother?
no slimmer. So
Really?
yeah, for real. But love, money, they change your life. So
All right. So
Love, yeah.
I don't wanna say
Love
anything
your
more.
life. Not in a very in a good way.
Diego, you are eating
Hello.
bon appetit, my friend. So
Thank you.
good. Let's see. Marta, what about you? What plans do you have for this weekend?
Hi, everyone. Oh, well, for me, it will be a hard weekend because we are preparing some memorial for my father because Monday is his 9th anniversary for when he died. And we are preparing, well, you know, in a small town, prepare like rezos. I don't know how to say in English.
Prayers.
Prayers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are preparing that, and it's a lot of stuff, you know, preparing flowers, preparing all the things that we will give to the people, tamales. I don't know, it's a lot of things,
Will you
and
give food?
yeah, we
What
will.
kind? I will go just for food or
You will
tamales.
come to Olocuita just for that?
Yeah, I don't like to pray. I don't like that. So it's like, all right.
If
I
you
just
don't
go-
pray,
If you
we
don't
can
pray,
give you
no food
food.
for you. You need to
yeah,
pray.
no food for you.
No. I would like to go, but just for the tamales and go back home.
No, that doesn't work like that.
So a busy day for you.
Yeah, will be a busy weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
but I will enjoy it because I think it's a good way to remember my father and remember all the love that I still have for him because, you know, maybe he's dead, but I'm still living and I will remember him always.
Yeah, for sure. So 9 years ago, my father passed away 2007, so 15 years ago.
Oh my God.
It's when the time that my dad passed away was like 15 years old. So I know I still, you could say that I was not that grown when that happened, but still I have memories for my dad, and I can imagine you too as well. So
Yeah, a
it is
lot of
more-
memories.
It's more recent, and you were older, so yeah. Okay, good. People, today we are going to talk about something super duper, hyper, mega important, guys. So, Jaime, tell us.
Hello, good evening to all of you guys. I have a question, teacher. Bon appetit is not in English. Is there any English way to say buen provecho?
Some people would say, enjoy your meal or enjoy your food, but you know what happens here? It's different from Salvadorian, or well, Spanish way we say. For example, you are walking and you see two people eating, you would say, hey, buen provecho, okay?
Uh-huh.
In English, I cannot go walk and I say, hey, enjoy your meal. No, right? Enjoy your meal when we are sitting, we are going to eat together. I can say, hey, people, enjoy your meal. Or probably I cook and I say, enjoy your meal. So that bon appetit is like the French way, because French, they do the same as we do. You could walk, you see people eating, you would say bon appetit, and that's it. That's
Oh.
why I prefer to use that one. But
Okay.
Americans don't care if you are eating. They are not going to tell you.
Itadakimasu if you prefer Japanese way.
How do you say what?
How
Sorry.
is that?
Itadakimasu. It's like enjoy your meal or something like that.
How? What did you say?
Yeah, again.
Itadakimasu. It's like bon appetit or enjoy your meal in Japanese.
I heard you say tienda más.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I
Okay.
heard that what you say.
My friend, let's see. Do you speak Japanese, Diego?
Not already, but I want to study. I have a lot of friends that talk, but it's difficult because you have to learn how to write first. So you have to learn what is kanjis. The kanjis are like simplification of words because as you know, all Asian language don't use letter by letter when
Yeah,
when
they use
when
characters.
code.
They don't use
So they use like
alphabet.
symbols, and that symbols are kanjis. And when you are writing, you have to know that you write kanjis and not letter by letter. So
Mhm.
you have to learn in Chinese, you have to learn Chinese simplificado and traditional Chinese. In
It depends
Japanese,
where
you
you
have
are moving. For example, if you go to Taiwan, yeah, you need to learn traditional Chinese, right? If
Mhm.
you are in the main China, so you won't need the traditional one. So in rural areas, but the official one is the simplified version, right?
Yes.
So good, excellent. So uh, good luck with those. You
Thanks.
know, good luck.
With
So
Ireland and Japanese.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Diane?
With Ireland, how do you say? I forgot the word in Spanish even. Accent with
Huh,
Ireland
Irish accent, and
and Japanese, the
Japanese.
language.
Yeah, super good luck for you,
Thank
my
you.
little friend. Good, guys. As I mentioned, we are going to learn something important, but let's begin today with something else, guys. Just give me a second. We are going to watch a video. And I want you to think, what would you have done in this situation, guys? What is something you would have done? Um give me a second. Okay, there you go. So guys, let's go right now. Let's begin, people. There is no sound, but I just want you to see this situation, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys. So imagine you were in that situation. What would you have done if you have been in that situation? So, guys, I start with sorry, Claudia. Tell me, what would you have done?
Oh my God, I think it's a situation that you are so nervous that maybe you don't think about how you are going to do. But I was thinking in the same that the man said, did run in the opposite, in the side opposite of the beer, and run as so quickly that as I can. In my case, I don't know.
Okay,
But I will try to run.
you would have tried running.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes,
Excellent.
teacher.
Good. Let's see. Diego, what would you have done in that scenario?
I know that if you are not, something that I learned for those situations is that the beer attack to you, or is attack to you or attack to you?
If a bear attacks you,
Attacks
if a bear
you,
attacks you,
it's because you are in his area or
mhm.
in his area. So you have to be careful with that and just live. But no like him. You don't have to run. You have to do slow. So in my case, I'm going to look for something to, how to say, esconder, to hide me
A place to hide.
and try to go and try to lead for that area, but slow,
So
like
you,
mhm.
okay, so excellent. So you would have left the area and that's it. So good. Let's see. Jaime, how about you? What would you have done in a scenario like this one?
It will probably I will die in that scenario, but
I would
but
think the same. I would.
but I don't know. I should do the same thing that the cycling guy do, and I should cycling as fast that I could, and that's it, and be praying in all the ride that I made. That's it. That's my idea for that.
Okay. So good. Excellent. Excellent. So, and let's see, Judy, how about you? What would you have done in this scenario?
Well, I
What
will
would you
may
have
try,
done? Mhm.
I will may try to stay calm and remain on the bike and cycle as long as I could, and try to avoid objects, so not fell down from the bike. And if the bear catch me, well, I will try to fight for my life, right?
Okay, like Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie. So,
Yeah, that will be eating, not like
okay, good.
Leonardo.
So people, great. Guys, are we talking about a scenario that is true at this moment? What do you think? Is it this scenario true for us right now? Is it a hypothetical scenario that we are discussing?
Probably
Answer.
because we live in El Salvador. It's not.
Yes,
That's
you see,
right. It's
yes.
not true.
Well, in some places you find pumas. In some
Oh
places
yeah,
in
there
El
are pumas
Salvador.
here. There are pumas here in El Salvador now. So they discovered like a pack of pumas a couple of days ago. But guys, in this scenario, first, it's just a hypothetical scenario. But Miguel, go ahead.
I would like to have a tiger or let's see, leopard. I would like to have a leopard or a tiger at home.
For what reason?
I like.
Today.
Yeah. So I would like to have a tiger like the little ones, and the leopard too. I would like to have one, but
No,
it's
okay.
crazy thing.
So guys, well, after the wishes of Mike. Eh, yeah, people, we are discussing, we are describing a scenario right now that is hypothetical, but based on a video. So it's something that happened in the past already. It's not that happened yesterday. It's not that something that possibly happened in the future. Happened to a guy, happened to a real person. In our case, it becomes a scenario that is not true. So guys, do you remember what is the conditional that I used to talk about hypothetical situations? We saw that one already. Can you give me an example, Joaquin?
I could say about the answer that about the question you were asking. I would go biking to the forest, the wild forest.
Okay, good, excellent. But that is for a hypothetical scenario. If we are leaving the situation, if it is a possible situation, imagine we are going to the park, we are going to go to the forest. I could ask you guys, what would you do if a puma attacks you? I would la 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 la. It's a possibility that could happen in the future, right? But this one is a scenario that is not true at all. For us, it's not true. It happened in the past already. So we don't use second conditional. Probably you heard that I said, what would you have done? So this is our third conditional, guys.
We need to use the could, right?
Not necessarily the could. We will see it right now. Don't worry.
If I was.
So guys, let's go to, come on, I want you. So guys, let's go to this scenario, guys. People, if I had been attacked by this bird, if I had been in that situation, if I had had the same experience this guy had, I would have run to the forest. I will have tried to climb the tree. I would have cried. I would have waited for my death. Okay? So guys, this is a past situation. It happened already. Okay? It's already done. We cannot change it. We cannot modify this one. In other words, we are just talking. You cannot change it. If I had studied, I would have passed English. If I had studied, I would have passed English. So, did the person study, guys? Did this person study? Yes or no? What do you think? Did the person study?
The one who expressed that phrase.
That sentence, did he study?
He didn't study. He didn't.
He didn't. Si hubiera estudiado. If I had studied Italian 5 years ago, I would be a well, I'm sure that I will have learned fast because Italian is not that complicated. I didn't study. I am not fluent in Italian. So past. Okay. If I study, I pass English. This is present. If I study, I will pass English. That is future, guys. But right now we are just focusing on the past, people. So this is improbable. This is true. This is true. And this is probable, guys. So that's what happens here. Okay. So that's what happens here. So people, let's see. The condition that we are going to use here. So, and we are going to have a result, but we are going to use the modal verb, guys. So would have, could, or should. So let's see the structure, guys. If you had known that he was poor, si hubiera sabido. If I had known, what are you going to use, guys? The structure would be the following. You need, what is this verbal tense, guys? Can you tell me? What is this one?
Past perfect.
That's perfect. Good. That's what it is, guys. So it is past perfect. Okay. If you, we need if because this is our condition. Okay. Important. If is our condition. So careful with if. If you had known the complement, right? Comma, you will need the comma. You are going to use the modal in past. You are going to use would have, or you can use could have. Could have, or you can use might have. This is not probable. This is,
It's not the,
I'm sorry?
it's not the word rich instead of poor.
If you had known that he was poor, you would have married him. Si tú hubieses sabido que él era pobre, tú te habrías casado con él. Tú no te habrías casado con él. Probablemente, sí, ahí se equivocaron. So, you would, well, we will see it.
Coach, Mr. Could you pass that presentation?
Sure, I will pass it. So guys, contraction, you would have not. So you would have not. I'm sorry guys, I made a mistake here. So you wouldn't have married him. You wouldn't have married him. Okay, you would not have married him. So guys, this is the structure, right? We can use couldn't have. Okay, so and these are the ones that we can use. Okay, so guys, if you had known that he was poor, you wouldn't have married him. Would you have married him if you had known that he was poor? ¿Te habrías casado con él si supieses que era pobre? Si
Yes,
hubieses
because of
sabido
the
que
power of love.
era pobre. Yeah, because of the power of love, right?
Don't say that, bro.
So guys, that's the way it goes. That's the way we are going to use this one, guys. Let's see. If I had bought that ticket, if I had bought that ticket, I would have so guys, if I had bought that ticket, or I can use the contraction here instead of if I had. If I bought that ticket, I would have gotten the jackpot. Si hubiese comprado ese ticket, me habría llevado el premio gordo. Okay, so you didn't buy it. So you are just
Es premio gordo.
jackpot. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
If she had listened to her mother, if she had listened to her mother, she wouldn't have made such a bloody mistake. Error tan tonto. If she had listened to her mother, she wouldn't have made such a bloody mistake. If I had been the man, I would have climbed the tree to save my life. So guys, there we have the third conditional. So you need past perfect, comma, would have, could have, might have. Might have, less probable. Could have, a little bit more probable. Would have, improbable. Okay, that's what it is. Somebody was raising his hand.
It was me. I have a question here regarding the will have it on the contraction way. How do you pronounce?
Repeat everybody after me, guys. Woulda, woulda, woulda. Everybody, go ahead. Let's do it. Woulda.
Woulda.
Good.
Woulda.
So some people even would go further and would say something like this. Woulda. Woulda.
Woulda.
Woulda. Woulda. Woulda. So woulda. Okay. I would have told you. I would have told you everything. If I had known you would come, man. So woulda.
And how do you pronounce the wouldn't have in the contraction way?
Wouldn't have. Wouldn't have. Wouldn't
So it is
have.
woulda and wouldn't have.
Wouldn't have. Yeah.
Wouldn't have.
And I can do the same with could. I could say could have, or I can say coulda. Okay. I could have gotten the jackpot. If I had bought that ticket, I could have gotten the jackpot. I could have. Might have. That's the contraction. Might have. Okay. I might have tried that. If I had been the man, I might have tried. I'm gonna try to climb that tree. I might have tried. Okay. So guys, woulda, coulda, mighta. Repeat after me, everybody. Woulda, coulda, mighta.
Woulda.
Good. Excellent, guys. Do you have any question? Hey, by the way, you can invert it. You can invert the sentences. I would have climbed the tree to save my life if I had been the man. That's it. You can do it. Guys, questions. Do you have any question?
Yeah, could you repeat might have?
Mighta.
Mighta. Like the name.
No, my friend. Just mighta. Because
No,
that is
I mean
mighta.
the pronunciation is like the name.
Yeah.
Mighta.
Let's say yes, but you didn't hear that from me.
Okay.
So, yeah. Something like that, guys. Question. Any other question, guys? Do me a favor, please write down one example. You on the chat, guys. Let's do it. Let's make a third conditional sentence. If you want to, guys, you can take a screenshot of this one and send it to the group. Okay, let's see. I want to listen to Sibel. Can you give me an example, please?
Okay, my example is if I had been the money, I would have studied in Canada.
Okay, good, excellent. If I had been the money, si usted hubiera sido el dinero.
Oh, sorry, if I have, sorry.
If I had
Oh,
had,
sorry.
okay, good.
Yeah.
If I had had the money, blah, 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 blah. Okay, good, excellent. Let's see, Claudia, can you give me another example, please?
If I had studied a master degree, I would have another kind of job.
I would have another kind of job, but that is something that probably happens right now. So remember, we use this one for something we cannot change already. Okay, so it's something that already happened. It's something that stayed in the past. If I had studied a master degree, I would have had that position they were offering in my company 6 years ago. For example, okay? We use this one for things in the past, guys.
Okay.
Let's see. Diego, help me, please, with another one.
My example is if I had read the complete answer of my exam, I will pass it with a better grade.
Read, past participle of read. What is the past participle of read?
Reading?
That is ing. Read. Okay. Repeat again using the past participle correctly.
If I read.
If I had read.
If I had read the completely answer of my exam, I will pass it with a better grade.
I would pass it today, tomorrow.
I will pass it.
Or yesterday.
Yesterday, I will pass it.
I would have passed. Repeat after me. I would have passed.
I will, how do you say? Would
I would have
passed.
I would have passed. That's the way you need to use past. Guys, this is something that happened in the past already, like the video. The video is not present. It's a past story. Si hubiera sido ese hombre, yo le hubiera pegado en la cara al oso y le hubiera hecho una llave Stilson. Right? So, So, Yuri, go ahead.
If I hadn't ordered enough pupusa, I wouldn't have had to offer you breakfast.
To offer you what?
Breakfast.
Good, excellent. Great. Cindy, go ahead. Help us, please.
Okay. If I had not saved money, I couldn't have bought my car.
I couldn't have what, sorry?
Oh, bought my car.
I couldn't have bought my car. Good, excellent. Yeah. Excellent, great. Jaime, another example, please. Jaime.
My apologies, I wasn't able to cancel the mute. Okay, the example that I perform, it is because I have a lesion on my knee, and
you had an injury.
An injury, yes. The one that I placed is what was, if I had missed the game, I will have injury my knee.
Good. People, we use third conditional to talk about regrets. Okay. In this case, Jaime has a regret. What is his regret? Playing that game. If he hadn't played that game, he wouldn't have had that accident. So he wouldn't have hurt his knee. Okay, it is a regret he has. Do you have regrets, guys? That's the question that I'm going to ask you later. Let's see another example, Joaquin.
Sure. Well, mine is if I had gone to gym or to the gym, I would have been stronger.
Good, excellent. Great. Marta, go ahead.
I don't know if my example is okay, but because I have a serious problem with conditionals, teacher.
Let's
Well,
see.
if I have finished my university degree, I will have worked in another country.
I will have worked in another country. Good, excellent. Guys, if I had studied English before, I would have studied in Taiwan. If I had studied English before, I would have studied in Taiwan. Guys, let's talk about regrets. What do you regret? That's the question that we are going to answer right now, guys. So, what do you regret? Remember, don't only say the thing. Try to tell me the story. Remember, concept, example, story. My regret. Well, my biggest regret is that I had the opportunity to get a scholarship to Taiwan because I was one of the highest scored in PAES, but I couldn't, well, I didn't get it at the end, guys. Why? What was the reason? The reason was because I couldn't speak, well, I could speak English, just the basics. It was kind of like a basic 2 or 3. If I had had the opportunity to study English before, I know that I would have gotten that scholarship and I would have traveled to Taiwan. Probably at this moment, I would have gotten a good job already and I would have started medicine because that was my dream. But I didn't do it, blah, 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 blah. You continue. Guys, now is your turn. Tell me, what would you have done in this case? So people, let's practice right now. We are going to go in groups. Do you have any question at this moment, guys? Well, in couples. No questions? Let's see. Tony, are you there? He might be busy. Let's do something. Let's go, guys. Let's work at this moment. They will come back right now. Just wait a little bit, guys.
Teacher, are you there?
I'm here, guys.
Yeah. So quick question. Or on a negative way, we can use two negative way in a sentence if I use if. For example, if they don't drink too much, they wouldn't have hangover or something like that. Or we need to use as positive and then a negative form.
You can use negative. Like, for example, if, but you need to remember something, that you are going to use all the time the past perfect. If they hadn't drunk, okay? If they hadn't drunk,
So I can use the negative point to way. For example, if they haven't drunk at the party, they wouldn't.
It depends what you
felt.
want to say. At the end, it depends what you want to say. For example, if the Titanic hadn't hit the iceberg, it wouldn't have sunk. Sorry. If the Titanic hadn't hit the
Okay.
iceberg, it wouldn't have sunk like that. So it depends
I
what
got
we're
it. I
going to
understand.
say.
Thank you.
What you want to say. So guys, that's the way it goes. Let's see, people, I want to listen to you, and I'm going to start with Mike. Mike, is there a regret you have?
A lot of times. All right. So in the first place, if I had studied hard when I start to study English, it was on 2000. Let's see, 2017. I wouldn't have a lot of trouble to get a job until 2019 because it was in the beginning I didn't like English, right? So it was very hard for me to understand everything. A lot of people used to tell me, "Hey, bro, you should you should watch these videos, watch this movie. You should practice with another guy." But I wouldn't. I didn't used to do it, so it was like wasting my time, right? Besides that, another thing that happened, if I had listened to my parents when I was around 12, no, it was around 7 years, between 7 and 12 years, I wouldn't have a bad experience with the police because one time the police, uh, they kicked me. It wasn't good, right? But it was like the line between my father and the police. But right now, I couldn't go back to my past. Basically, I just need to move on. But if I have the opportunity to go back to the beginning, I would have done a lot of good things and not being and I wouldn't have a lot of bad experience with my English, with the police too, bro. That's all I can say.
Excellent. Good job. I like it. It was really good. So super good job, Mike. You got that one. Be careful with some little things on the past. You said I could I could change my past. I couldn't change my past, you
Yeah.
said. I
Yeah.
can't, because that
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
reality. I can't change. So,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, bro.
but
Thank you.
besides it was good. So thank you, Mike. Good job. Excellent. Let's listen to, I want to listen to Jonathan. Is there something you regret? Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, for example, if I continue learned French, I will have a better position at the company I thought. So I was thinking, yeah, to be honest.
Remember, try to speak.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
2 minutes.
well,
Before we
to be
start, my
honest,
friend, if I had continued learning French, I would have gotten a good position in my job, because they offer positions in French and blah, 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 blah. You tell me the whole thing. Try just to follow the structure and try to tell me a lot of things, okay? Remember, try to speak at least 1-2 minutes. Let's go. Let's do it.
Okay.
Tell me again, is there something you regret?
Okay. Okay. Let's move it to another one. If I continue learning or be teacher on the football academy, I can play it, or I will play it in the, I don't know, first division football here in El Salvador. I was at the 14 years old when I don't know, was a child, to be honest. I was going to the company, football academy here. They call it Moza in Antiguo Pucatlan. And I was trying to learn a little bit how to play it. And we have matches on Mexico, but I prefer to go to, I don't know, go to the video games and go to my friends. And I stopped learning because I was thinking that was a waste of time. And now I'm thinking that there was a time to playing video games. So I regretted to continue. I was thinking that I thought that I would be a good player nowadays, but right now I be a little fat, a little, I don't know what else. I think that's all.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you so much, my friend. Good. The ideas are good. The ideas are clear. That's super. But still, there are some little things we need to work, especially in these conditional sentences. So, my friend, recommendation, try to go this weekend, try to study this one, make sentences, talk about your regrets. If I had continued in the football academy, I would have, and you continue with the rest. Okay, so please practice that one. It will help you a lot to overcome this situation. Besides that, it was good. Thank you so much. And that's it. Let's see, guys. The next one, I want to listen to Claudia. Claudia, tell us, what would have happened in your life?
Well, I was thinking when I was sharing with my classmate, I was thinking, for example, when after finish my high school, I had the opportunity to study in another country, but I decided not to go because, well, I was younger. In my case, my parents get divorced when I was a baby. Then all my life, I was with my grandmother and with my father, and I believe in that time that if I go to another country, if I Google to another country, my grandmother maybe it doesn't support, or I don't know how to say it, teacher. Well, maybe this kind of decision to her will be very heavy to accept that. Then I decide not to go. But I believe that if I go, went, if I had went to another country, well, I go be in another way my life of course. But I think God knows why we decide this kind of situation, right?
Thank you so much, lady. Good job. Well, the same thing, right? The ideas are good. I like that one. You have the ideas clear. But lady, we need to work really hard in simple past.
Yes.
There were some things you were saying and you were using, for example, I had went, that is incorrect. I had gone.
Yes.
Then you say sentences in present, I do. Well, and you were talking about the past, I did, or I made in this case.
Yes.
So that's something we need to practice, ladies. So please study personally, and this personal study, go with the simple past. That's what you have to do. It will help you a lot if you do it. So thank you so much. That's it. And thank you. So guys, let's do something right now, guys. Let's go to the last activity. Today we are going to have a listening exercise again, but today we will see something different, guys. Okay, so give me just a second. Give me just a second. People, I'm thinking maybe the last test we could do a exercise. The last test could be a TOEFL exercise. Could be or not. So we will see it. Don't worry. So guys, this time
any push-ups for the final test?
It will be 25 questions actually. No, 25, 30. I think it is 30 questions that the TOEFL exercise has. So that's something we could try. Give me 1 second. Everybody, please grab a piece of paper, guys. Let's go right now. And we are going to begin with this one. So this time is going to be a longer conversation. It's not going to be a short question. It will be a longer conversation. So you need to pay attention. You cannot take notes, guys. Even if you take, it won't help because the time will be short. So probably you're going to have a lot of issues if you do it. So guys, let's get a piece of paper right now. Let's go. Let's do it, guys. Let's go with this one, guys. So let's do it, people. Get a piece of paper.
How many questions has this test or this exercise?
10 questions. It will be 10 questions, the ones that you will be answering, guys. Okay, so let's go right now. Let's do it. While you listen, guys, to each conversation, you should imagine the situation. Okay?
TOEFL listening part B. Longer conversations while listening. Skill 21. Draw conclusions about who, what, when, and where. As you listen to each conversation in listening part B, you should be trying to set the situation in your mind. You should be thinking the following thoughts. Number 1, who is talking? Number 2, when does the conversation probably take place? Number 3, where does the conversation probably take place? Number 4, what is the source of information for the conversation? Example, on the recording, you hear, why do you have so many books? I need them for my paper on George Washington. Do you know how I can check them out? Yes, you should go downstairs to the circulation desk and fill out the card for each book. You think, who is probably talking? 2 students. Where are they? In the library. What course are they discussing? American history.
Let's start, guys.
Exercise 21. Listen to the first part of each of the conversations and try to imagine the situation. Then answer the questions in the text. Conversation 1. Listen to the beginning of Conversation 1 and try to imagine the situation.
I'm looking for a part-time job on campus.
Then you've come to the right place. The Campus Employment Office is here just to help students like you find jobs on campus.
I'm glad to hear that, because I really need to start earning some money.
Number 1. Who is probably talking? Number 2. Where does the conversation take place? Conversation 2. Listen to the beginning of Conversation 2 and try to imagine the situation.
Hi, Jack. It's good to see you again. Are you ready to get down to business again after spring break?
Not really, but I guess I don't really have too much choice, do I? And it's going to be particularly hard to get back to work since I just had the most fantastic vacation ever.
Really? What did you do?
I went kayaking on the Klamath River.
Number 1. Who is probably talking? Number 2. When does the conversation take place? Number 3. What is the source of the man's information? Conversation 3. Listen to the beginning of Conversation 3 and try to imagine the situation.
Did you read the article that the professor assigned for tomorrow's class? It was really interesting.
No, not yet. What was it about?
It was about pollution, specifically one kind of pollution called acid rain.
Number 1. Who is probably talking? Number 2. When does the conversation take place? Number 3. What is the source of the information? Conversation 1. Listen to the beginning of Conversation 1 and try to imagine the situation.
I'm looking for a part-time job on campus.
Then you've come to the right place. The Campus Employment Office is here just to help students like you find jobs on campus.
I'm glad to hear that, because I really need to start earning some money.
Number 1. Who is probably talking?
So guys, there we have the answers right here. Okay, so did you get that information? Who is probably talking? Did you select a student and employment office, or you said probably to students? So let's see. Mike, did you get that one correctly?
Honestly, no, because it's kind of confused for me, bro. Because it's like try to imagine that situation. Honestly, with you, the thing that I thought that it was between the recruitment department with a new hire employee. That's what I imagine, bro.
That's what you imagine, okay?
Yeah.
So let's see, Jaime, what about you? Did you imagine that one?
I do imagine that one. However, when I wrote the answer number 1 about who talking, I just only wrote a student. A student. I wrote a student wanted to work.
Like a student wanted to work. Okay.
I just put it that. Then because I imagine on the second, I imagine that he was in the university, so I copy down the university campus employee officers. So I added university. However, it here say in the campus employment offices. So
okay, so partially correct. Okay. Yep. Don't worry, that's okay. Let's go to the next one, guys.
Number 2. Where does the conversation take place?
Hard to get back to work.
See you again. Are you?
2. And try to imagine the situation.
Hi, Jack. It's good to see you again. Are you ready to get down to business again after spring break?
Not really, but I guess I don't really have too much choice, do I? And it's going to be particularly hard to get back to work since I just had the most fantastic vacation ever.
Really? What did you do?
I went kayaking on the Klamath River.
Number 1. Who is probably talking?
So guys, did you get that one correctly? Let's see. Ana Lilian, did you get that one correctly?
No, teacher, I thought
Number
was
2. When does the
co-workers.
2 co-workers. Okay.
And Jackie, I don't know, teacher, my imagination is bigger.
Okay, it's more powerful.
Yes. And the other
take place.
okay, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And the other, I couldn't get it, but I think they met in a I don't know, nowhere, a place.
Okay,
maybe they and the other, he was talking about his vacation to her.
Okay, good. A trip that he just took, so a vacation. That's okay. So good. Guys, who got number 2 correctly? Who thought about it?
I put after coming back from vacation.
Okay.
I didn't use the same words.
Yeah, almost there. You know, we don't have to use the same words. That's not necessary, okay? But if you have the idea, so that means, yeah, it's correct.
Yeah, I'm also have vacations. I didn't have a spring break or something like that.
That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes, guys, something that will help us to understand better the situations, guys, will be knowing about culture. So I invite you to know about American culture. What can you do? You can follow YouTubers, for example. You can read about it. There are a lot of books you can go by to read about American culture. So, for example, if I mention the word, guys, it was a fully day of summer. What does it mean, a fully day of summer? It's not that that day was very hot. No, it means the days of July. Okay, for example, today it's a fully day of summer in United States. Okay, because it's the most powerful summer. So, like that, guys. Let's go to the last
To
one.
the
just to
beginning
finish.
of conversation 3 and try to imagine the situation.
Did you read the article that the professor assigned for tomorrow's class? It was really interesting.
No, not yet. What was it about?
It was about pollution, specifically one kind of pollution called acid rain.
Number 1. Who is probably talking? Number 2. When does the conversation take place?
I put the day before the pregnancy or the day before the class.
Sometime during the semester.
Number 3.
I put a school or university.
Okay. Remember, here it's not asking where. So you cannot say school or university. It's asking you when. Okay. So when, you need to say the time. Be careful with that. Okay. Be careful with the questions they are asking you. So guys, that's the type of activity that we will be doing, but it will be different. This one was just a mere exercise, so this one was not supposed to be graded. And don't worry, the thing is that you get the ideas. If you get the ideas, that's more than enough, guys. So people, we finished today's class. For today, we have no homework. Please study the conditional sentences. We'll send you right now. I will, before we finish, just give me a second, guys.
One question, Mr. It will be all the conditionals that we have to study?
Third conditional.
All of them? Okay. Thank you.
The third conditional. Don't worry. So give me just a second. Guys, I send the presentation there. Download it now, please. Do you have any question, guys, before we finish?
No, no, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Diego sounds like sleepy.
No, I feel bad.
You feel bad?
Yeah.
So try to rest.
Actually,
that helps a lot.
I sent you a message because I want to take a nap or something.
Go do it. Try to rest. And today is a rainy night, guys, so take advantage of it. Bye, guys. Take care. Happy weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye, people.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Take care, guys.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
A good weekend.
Everybody, take care.
Bye, guys.